gains. It sets the land in 7 seasons, centuries have passed, until the day you remain, bearing the famous task. Dark enemy, we love to play video games. We don't keep playing until the early morning. Dark enemy, we explain monster games. Dark enemy, we sell my games and more. As Mariner set off on his quest, he knew he needed a crew. The navigator joined the ranks and so did Mr. Q. Sailing for adventure, stories and for treasure. We will help you through, so climb aboard and join the crew. Deep dark enemy, we love to play video games. We'll keep playing until the early morning. Deep dark enemy, we explain monster games. Deep dark enemy, we sell the games and more.
Ahoy divers, welcome back to Deep Dive Gaming. I am the Mariner and we are back for more satisfactory gameplay in Satisfactory. Ahoy Twitch, ahoy YouTube, ahoy Rumble, ahoy Mojo, and ahoy Gazoo. Everybody got here before me today, woohoo. See, there's a thing here, Mojo, I found over the weekend. Streamer mode, mute licensed music, so that should help not get into any trouble in that regard if it becomes an issue. And how is everybody today? How are you, Mojo? Sorry we didn't get a chance to play this weekend. I got caught up in something that needed to be done. And I didn't get it done yet either. So I might be going back to that after the stream. And apologies for no camera tonight. I've developed a little bit of a headache, so I'm running on half lighting, which means you wouldn't be able to see me. So we are going to do a thing. Whoops. We're going to start producing alumina to allow us to build aluminum sheeting or aluminium sheeting. That requires a bauxite resource node, which is over here somewhere. I cleared out some of the overgrowth so that we could get at it, and I have forgotten where it got put. Resources. Oh, I'm heading in the right direction, just not as there yet. Twin year thing in my headache and stress from yesterday. I was fine. Played schedule. What is schedule 1? I've actually seen other people or heard that other people are playing that too. My Discord was saying that Rogue Penguin was playing that, and I'm like, what even is that? Mojo got Oblivion Gazoo. I did not. I'm having too much fun with Satisfactory. If I catch it on sale, maybe. Alright, but anyways, yes, this is bauxite. Bauxite gives us alumina solution, or sloppy alumina, which is actually a better recipe. The sloppy alumina gives us alumina scrap and water. Or combine the alumina with coal and we get alumina scrap and water. The alumina scrap gives us alumina sheeting, or pure alumina ingots rather, which then will give us the alumina sheeting. Aluminum, and it gives us aluminum casing as well, which we might need a little bit of as well, but I'm mainly after the alumina sheeting because that gives us level 5 conveyor belts. And now, proud owner of a castle in Oblivion, all I had to do is clear all the skeletons. Woo! Alright, so first the thing is first. We are going to... Actually, I'm going to make a observation tower, lookout tower thingy. Actually, yeah, because I want to do some paving. Let's start on the ground floor though first, because I need to make sure I have schedule 1 is about creating an empire that the ATF will not appreciate. Got it. So we're gonna flatten out some area. But yeah, aluminum is the key to practically everything in phase 4. Including a hover pack, which I actually made. I had some aluminum sheeting from my travels, so I turned that on. That will help us float around and get perspective on this place once we bring over some power. Which I'm gonna do after I get this factory rigged up a bit. Because I don't know what it's gonna look like. I don't know where to put the power lines yet. So, but let's go ahead and extend this out this way. Just big it. That's why I did some deforestation, was so that I could have plenty of space to try and figure out where to put stuff. Actually, I think we'll put that one there, and then I think we'll call that good. So this will be... So we'll put the lookout tower on this one for now. Oh, wait. Whoops. Whoopsie doodle, we didn't want to go that far out. At least not yet. No, ATF. The other illicit thing. Chicken and rice casserole. Woo! Alright, and we have... Oops, I need to build some portable miners. Somehow I don't have those. Might move my base over here if it's convenient. But we'll put some factory stuff down, some construction stuff down. Actually, let's do that first. Excuse me. Oh, okay. I recognize the distinction now. Okay. I guess we could put one there. Yup. Look forward to when we have Mark III. Okay, so that goes there. And then bauxite gives us alumina. Okay, so we need to convert what combine with water to make sloppy alumina, which means we need a refinery. Which means we will need to run a water extractor. Might end up doing it over that side, because that looks like it's deeper. So we might do some deforestation over here. Well, let's see if we can even put a water extractor down over here on the side. Ooh, we can just, but we can. So I'm going to put some ramps. Whoops. Where did it go? Yeah, didn't quite do enough deforestation over here. I've decided I like the tree falling animation. I kind of wish it had the same sort of impact as it does in Valheim. But it's okay. Where is, whoops. I've got to sneeze again. That's better. let's not do that. Water extractor. Let's make sure we put this where it'll fit. Make sure it faces the right way. The control key does not do what you would expect it to do. Right, now that we got that equipped, let us put. Alright, so here's the thing: is we need to make sure. So we have coal just to the north of us. Over there, there it is, just right there. So we'll need to pump that over. We might pipe the alumina over to there and set up a secondary factory for the aluminum sheeting. So if we just do it's over there, so we'll have to run the pipe around that way. Okay, so we can put the refinery right about there, I believe. Whoops. We need more foundation on this side. The bigger the tree, the cooler that is. I was putting down some pretty big trees earlier today while I was clearing the way. All right, let's see. We've done enough. Refinery. Should be good. So that should be good. So this can run over to here. Actually, what's the speed on this? 240 per minute. Dang! I must have found a pure source. All right, how many can these do then? Sloppy alumina. 200 bauxite per minute and 200 water per minute. Uh-oh. These guys can only do 120 per minute. Yeah, so we might have to see if we can squeeze the second one in somewhere. Then we'll just clock them both down. Let's see, not that way. There we go. I think over here. That should work. Need to do that. Okay, so both of these will clock down to 100. Okay, so now we just need to hook them up. Probably also do a pump because we're going to need to improve the uplift here. Let's see, let's just do this. Angle it. Oops, it's going to need to go to the left. Itchy forehead. I think this is straight. Yeah, okay. Ah, no, I didn't do that. I didn't want to do that. Then we'll do another shift over to the right. I don't know why I'm putting the intermediary supports. These aren't that long. Well, this one, I guess, is a valid one. Oops, this one didn't need to be one though. See. Excuse me. Ah. Not the buttons I want. Too many buttons. That cross-section work on that? Well, sort of. Ah! So all the furniture from the hotel room and Schedule 6 to get to my new... I think you're only supposed to take the towels, though, aren't you? Unless you're Ross Geller. That's too much of a curve. Oops. Stop it. Road. Horizontal, vertical. There were no towels. Should have been towels. Should have had towels. Wouldn't have taken the bed, the light of the TV. Okay, so there's that. There's that. Actually, we could do a curve between these two. There we go. Alright, now we should get power over here if we can. We got some power coming in from over there. But let's continue building first, then we'll worry about powering it up. So Alumina solution gets output. Where's our coal? The coal is to the north. So we should take a right-handed turn here. Go that way. Yeah, it sure looks like it needs a treehouse, doesn't it? Okay, looks like we need to have that be one more taller. Once I get this game finished once, I do intend to start over and just spend time building. I should have, but I have not, Mojo. Sorry. Okay, so I think I'll take a 45-degree turn here. There's a village called Solace in it. That was a whole village up in the trees. Only the tavern was on the ground. Cool. Okay, so maybe 45 isn't the thing, isn't the right angle here. Maybe 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Other than that, excellent series. Even the fan novels are really good. I'm currently reading The Horus Heresy and listening to the Bobiverse for a second time. I think after I've gone through it a second time, I'm gonna get Ready Player One either for audiobook or for Kindle. So I'm curious why people are. Not that I don't believe them, but I'm curious why people say the book is better than the movie. Because I thought the movie was pretty darn good. 3, 4, 5, 6. Why does that look better now here than it did on the other side? So I'm going to try this side again. Because this shouldn't be if that one looked as good as it did. What I found to be the best approach is to, while you're holding down the control key to get the angle, also like have it centered, lined up with the center of the block. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Because that'll help line it up on this side. See, that's better. May not actually make a difference. Oh, no, I guess it doesn't make a difference. It's gonna look crap no matter what we do. Alright. Maybe this one will look like crap once I actually... Nope, on this side it seems to be better. How whack is that? Did I goof it up somehow? I can't tell. Oops. Why are you these? We're going to definitely have to do some more clearing and also do another ramp. Also maybe clear some of the current residents out. What's the Belgariad Riot? What's that book about? Alright, you guys. Shoo! Go! Shoo! Shoo! Might have needed to raise it up a little bit more. This is going to be a little too peeky throughy for me. Didn't I just take you out? Guess there were 3 up here. I really wish there was a 3-meter ramp instead of a 4, instead of jumping directly to 4. And I need to make another couple of portable miners. Should make a thing to cross there faster, but that'll be later. Do-do-do. Belgariad is about lives of a very long-lived wizard who didn't know that he was a one until something happened. You're a wizard, Harry. Until something happened when he was a kid and ended up having to leave home and his daughter, and how they helped shape the world around them. Oh, it's interesting. This one isn't going to produce as much coal as the other one was making bauxite. There it is. High fantasy, yeah. Actually, I just remembered making the sloppy alumina gives us water. Oops. Or the alumina scrap actually gives us water. I could totally pipe this back along this way to supplement the water intake, so I don't need to have two water extractors, I don't think. Do you suggest starting with the codex? It's essentially like listening to Professor Binns from Hogwarts. Nice. Yeah, so, well, what I'm thinking, because you don't need cooling for any of this, but to make the sloppy alumina, it takes water. This is gonna give us some, and then we can supplement. If we put this up to full, we can see if this, in combination with the sloppy alumina manufacturing, gives us enough cooling, or gives us enough water to produce 200, to produce the 200 per minute. So where's this gonna go? We'll figure this part out in a second, but need to figure out where I'm putting the sloppy aluminum, or the aluminum scrap production. So you can totally put this facing the sideways. As soon as I find the location where the stupid thing is supposed to go. Had it. There it is. There we go. Okay. So that would put this here, which we need to chase off a bird. Shoo! It's a refinery. Oh, we would figure that the intake is on the other side. I wish there was a variant so that I could have the intakes on whichever side I want them to be on. That annoys me. I know, right? It'd be so cool. Alright, so I have to think about this. So if we put the refinery on this side, this puts the intake on the right side. Then we can put the miner next to it. Oh, that's perfect, actually. Da 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 da. Why do you not let me do straight? Straight should be easy. Let's try it from this way. There we go. And just so it doesn't look like it's floating in midair, we'll do that. Alright, so that means that this... Put one there. One there. One there. One there. There. Actually, I'm doing the wrong thing. I want the stackable. Because we'll send the piping along the same way. Actually, stackable might not work so hot because this is going to come out the same level. So we may have to do let's see. Is that even? Let's see what that does. That'll work. Okay, and then the question I need to ask myself, how fast do you outtake water? You put out 200 water per minute. We don't need to have any water extractor going. Oh no, this is the wrong recipe. Never mind. We want this one. 120 per minute. There we go. So that means we could actually underclock this other guy to 80 per minute. By the way, let's see. the bad guy. Was that addressed to me or Gazoo? Yes, Gazoo, enjoy your Borderlands. Okay. I should really be able to cut across. Let's see if I can pull that off. So I don't want to go all the way out there if I can help it. Oh no, it's dark. It's turning into night. I know what the mod that I need to get when I no longer an experimental to keep it constantly daylight. But I have to wait until we're off experimental. Should be able to go. If I cut across 5, 10, 15, 20. Nope, we should only do like 10, 15 at the most. 5, 10, 15. That might be just perfect. Like I said, night in this game is actually pretty well illuminated, but we're in a forest, and so it's kind of dealing with shadows is still causing a little bit of an issue. But see, we can cut across directly. I think that's a 45-degree angle on that side. Let's try it. I think it's a... Was it 1 meter? Do you remember if it was a 1 meter drop or a 2 meter drop? Or were you not paying... I doubt you were actually paying that close attention. I'm going to just do a 1. See what that looks like. Actually, it looks like it was a 3 meter drop. I remember now, I was complaining about the fact that it's a... Or no, I guess it might have been just a 1 meter drop. Or, no, a 2 meter drop, because this looks like it's a 1 meter drop. Ta-da! Okay. That's okay. A 1 meter drop will be easier to manage. 2 1 meter drops will be easier to manage than a single 2 meter drop, I think. Let's see, actually, let's just do it for... Okay. Oh, what am I saying? There's a 4 meter drop over here. like I said, that'll be a more gradual and manageable thing for us. I got hung up. Ooh, look, we can do the inverted ramp. Ta-da. Okay, so we can get rid of these guys, I think. So this will come out to here. Do a curve over to here. And do those look like they would go next to each other nicely? Could be. Okay. So this will go down to here as a auto. We'll do straight. Okay. Wonder why that's not. Oh, I see. My thing is cockeyed. The guiding lines are great if you orient them all the same way. If you don't, it gets a lot confusing. Fortunately, the snap locations are even. Oops, that's a little far. What we might do is just run the pipe from here into. Oh no, wait, not this one. Run it like that, I think. No, that doesn't look nice. Straight. Looks worse. Horizontal and vertical, I think, is the way to go. That's what I want. Oops. meh, that's fine. Okay. So that pipes that in. Another pipe to go out. And then same again all the way back here. Did I do this one the same way? No, that one looks like it's all a little curvy. And then you know what? Because we've got these next to each other, they're going to interfere with each other. So I'm going to do clean pipes. We won't have to do it on this end because these two will not overlap. I'm tripping over something. Looks like the same shape. I don't think it is. I think I used the horizontal and vertical there. No, I didn't. What did I use? Auto, I think is what I ended up using. I can't tell. Oh well. There we go. Now we just need a power. Actually, no, we need a spot to deposit the aluminum scrap. Or we need to process the aluminum scrap into aluminum ingots. That's the next phase. I think that's this one. Nope, that's aluminum casing. Oh, we need to smelt. Oh. Hang on, aluminum scrap. Smelter. Okay. So that begs the next question. Whoopsie. How many scrap are we outputting? 360 per minute. we're gonna need a lot of smelters. Because these only process... Oh, I guess we don't need that many. We'll need 60 smelters. That's not as bad. The smelters, iron and copper, they only do 30 per minute. So I was looking, I thought I was going to be doing like 12 smelters, which is going to be painful. But we're alright if we're doing... Okay, but I should not do it here. Come to think of it. We should definitely find a more open space for that sort level of construction. I think we're probably going to head out to the fields over there's a flat space over here that will work better. Remember what I said about big trees? So, a nice addition. Adds a bit, goodly amount of immersiveness to this. The next thing they need to do is figure out how to do domino trees. Have one tree, take out the next tree, take out the next tree, take out the next tree. That's a really dumb question. Is it possible to have all the raw resources shipped into one central manufacturing and sync hub point? Is it trying to haul resources back and forth and use the tracks to power the resource miners? Probably. I mean, there's a certain point where this game is only limited by your imagination. I think it'd be a bit of a headache, honestly, getting all that fixed up. Oh, I need to take care of some smokestacks. So I think this area over here is where we're going to do the manufacturing, but there's stuff in the way. I don't want to burn through all my gas masks. I'm trying to breathe. Too bad that works so well on the trees. Oof. The only trouble I can see with it, or with the idea of putting everything into a central resource hub, or nope, no resources from exploding stuff. Whoopsie. The only problem I can foresee from shipping all the raw resources to a central manufacturing and sinking hub is that you'd have to have everything unlocked from the start to do something like that. Or progress in stages. So that eventually you can convert everything to be going to one location. Yeah, I think this is going to be our location for It's a nice open area. And we can expand that way. I think to start with will be... I think we'll come in on this side over here with the resources. That's what the tractors are for, Mojo. Still, you don't get those until like phase 1 or phase half. It might not even be until phase 2 that you get those. Old school train system. That'd be cool, actually. There are mods for Satisfactory. We might do some experimenting. But I want to try and get to the end of the game before I do another restart. Trucks don't have tracks to transmit power either. True enough. Oh, I guess I wasn't close enough for that one. Okay, I think that's enough to get us started. What we'll do is a manifold. Yeah, I think we'll do a smelting manifold. Actually, that was wrong. I should have done... Something fell over. No, stop it. Okay, so this is going to come around like these. Actually, we need Mark Oops, where is it? Logistics. Mark IV conveyors. It's outputting 360 scrap. We're gonna need a lot. So once we get the alumina scrap stuff done, we'll have level 5 conveyor belts, but until then, we have to suffer through only having Mark IV. Oh, the suffering. That looks wrong. Why did that look like it was going to be straight and then not be straight? 'Cause it looks like it's a solid line. Oh no, it's not quite. It's over here is a little off. Okay. We will fix that. That should do it. There, that's better. Whoops, that's not what we wanted. Okay, now we need 6 smelters. Actually, one other thing I want to check. Pure iron alumina ingots have to be combined with copper in order to make the alumina sheets. How did I forget that? Because there's no copper around here. The closest copper is miles away. I mean, there's this here, but we'd have to pipe it up. Why did I forget that? This might not have been the best spot to do this after all. Problem is the bauxite's only in the central region here. I might have to ship the ingots off somewhere to combine with copper, which isn't a bad idea, because as it is, I don't have a good way to like ship things in or out of this into this place. Like, so to do, what am I talking about? So drones don't get unlocked until like tier 8, which I could probably start on once I get the alumina sheeting made. That once I get enough of that made, that I can unlock the drones, then collect the enough resources to make a drone port. I could ship stuff out of here much easier to someplace else. I might have to suffer some inconvenience, like manually bringing stuff with me, or uploading it into a dimensional depot, or into the dimensional depot, cloud storage, and then create some place where I can produce the alumina sheets closer to my other factories. And once I get that set up, then I can at least have it be made so that I can get as far as making the drones. And then I can do all of it up here and ship the final product off somewhere. I think that might be what we have to do, because I'm not seeing. There's literally no copper high enough, except maybe like these two nodes. These two nodes might be high enough in altitude to be able to transport to this guy, but I'm not thinking that's going to be the case. So I guess the next phase will be, I guess we should power this up. Well, let's get the smelting done at least, because the smelting is the most important part. We can do whatever with whatever we're given, or with whatever we get from it after that. We can even maximize the uploading by doing a couple of different dimensional depot uploads, because I've got 4 Mercer spheres. Just need to make some of the other things, so we could be like, as soon as we need the aluminum ingots, they're there. If we need extra, they're there. Come on, what am I trying to do? Okay, we may just do this. That means we don't need to worry about spacing these apart any further than absolutely necessary. Really not very much at all. So these all do 60, so we need 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do level Mark 4 between these guys. Copy. Paste, 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 paste. Okay. So 30 on the other end. So that means 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180. So it means we'll only need to mark 3s. Merger. 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 Should have enough time to get this going before we end the stream. I just had an interesting thought. What if, you know those rolling belts that've got the things that spin and you just push and it goes back, glides down the thing as far as your inertia, as far as inertia will take it? Have that design be in this game as a level 0 conveyor belt? I don't know how they would function all that well, but they would. The maximum speed would only be like 30 per. Because these level Mark 1s are 60, then it goes 120, then 270. Okay. Next thing, we need to make some of those SAM fluctuators. I don't think I ever have, although I've wanted to. I guess some of those conveyor belts are. A long time ago, I worked at Walmart, and we would help unload trucks sometimes, and they've got the manual ones, and those were cool because they like extended into the back of the trailer, so as you moved boxes out, you could pull that in after you, and not have to walk back and forth in the trailer to put stuff on the rolling conveyors. I thought that was kind of neat. Alright, now, organization, dimensional depot. I think we're going to put... I think that lines up one. We'll do a third. Like I said, that way we've got all nearly instantaneous refill. Alright, so that's done. Now we just need to work out power. We have a power pole with like a power something over here. actually, I'm gonna go ahead and put a power pole or a power tower. Power tower right here. Wow, those are permitted to overlap. That's cool. Except I think I should point it the other way. Or do it 45 degrees. In which case, we need to do another couple of these. Maybe we'll elevate it slightly. There we go. Now, where's your compadre? There you are. Right there. Can I reach? I can. Almost. I can almost. So we'll have to find an intermediate point. Probably right there, actually. Singular wireless Memphis 30 or 3:30-ish in the morning. Low loads, no loads coming in or out. Security's bored. So are the dock workers. Shipping manager is left on a food run. Mayhem ensued for about an hour. Do you mind? Get up there and stay put. Oops, I'm out of fuel. I was looking at getting turbo fuel set up, but I had the same problem with that I had with this. It's like, where do I make the compacted, where can I make compacted coal right next to an oil refinery? So far, no luck. Because in order to do turbo fuel, you need to have compacted coal combined with regular fuel. It packs more of a punch, but it's like twice as hard to do, to assemble, so. Alright, so time for power. Power! Ack. So actually, let's go over here and put it between them all. Oops. Why are you not letting me put it on? There. Now, I've also unlocked Mark III power poles. Unfortunately, it requires high-speed circuits, which I have yet to, or high-speed connectors, which I also have not yet been able to automate. I'll go ahead and make a half dozen or so of these. But these are nice because they do up to 10 connections. So Oops. Oops. Wrong button. Need to put a power pole here. We'll use that for this. And oops, let's turn that off. We're not ready for it yet. Turn it off. Actually, we can have it on. It's not doing anything other than feeding into that, which is it is allowed to do. Get charged up while it waits for the alumina solution. And then we'll grab excuse me. Actually, I think we'll put an intermediate hole here. Whoops. Grab a neat hole. Put it here. That'd be another nice mod to have. Longer power lines. Okay, that one's gonna go up there. This one is gonna go, actually, put a line over here. Oops. Ah. It will be for this and this, but we are going to turn this one off. Actually, it doesn't matter. Yes, it does. I want to turn this one on. I'll get the water pumping before I turn that on. Which is over here, so we need to do power line over to this corner. Don't need this so we can get rid of it. Put that down there. And we need a pump. Just realized we're gonna need a pump. Because there's some substantial head lifts here that we need to overcome. There it goes. I need to put another pump over here. Maybe not. Next head was 50 meters. I don't know the difference. I don't know how high we are. Because I think the water extractor has a little bit of head lift as well. Okay, looks like it's again and possibly make it. Possibly. There, or maybe. Yeah, well, I mean, it's got to pump it uphill. So I think if we put one more there, that'll do the trick. Yeah, see? That we had immediate results. Yep, they made it a thing in this game. Excuse me. All right. Time to make our aluminum ingots. Cow. Let's see. Actually, we can underclock this to 200. I just remembered. I forgot this was filling up. Oops. Needed to be a clean pipe, I just saw. There we go. Alright. It's coming. It's not very fast, but it's coming. Might have needed to put a pump on this. We'll see. Might be okay. Looks like it's filling up alright. Ooh, there it goes. We got scrap, It's all shiny and wet. Perfect time for the autosave. Right after I get this started. Doesn't look like I got any bugs either. I want to take a bucket down that conveyor. I can hop on it. Let me turn off this. Boing. Whee! Whee! Oh, and now that I've got all this powered, let me show off the hover. What's it called? Hover pack. As long as I'm within range of power, I can fly. So I can zoom over here. Let's see. Let me put that back on. I wonder if it'll make me faster still. Ew, I can't tell. Doesn't look like it's quite filling as fast as it should. I'm not sure what's going on. Let's see. Let's put a valve. What valves do? They limit the amount of flow, but I don't know if it's in what. Stupid. So I think they're supposed to limit the flow into one direction. We'll put one on either side. Oh, come on, stop it. That would theoretically keep it from keep the stuff from this coming in from over there from going down those pipes. It's only stopping every once in a while now. I don't want it to stop at all, but I do have to prevent it other than not overclocking this. Where's my first limer at? What? Should need one on the mainline feed from the bottom. Yeah. That's better. Okay, that'll work. There's a thing I have called a flow rate monitor. Oh, conveyor throughput only. Okay. Whee. We're already full on ingots in the cloud. Nice. So these are just filling up and topping off. Okay, so let's see about heading back to base. See if we can follow the power lines all the way back. I don't think we can. Oh, that's another feature I could show off, is if you get out of range of a power source, you don't have to worry about falling out of the sky. So if you keep holding the space button, it's a gentle drop. Then if you can get high enough, when you float back down into range of the next one. But honestly, I think this is going to be faster. If I could deploy the if I had a hotkey to switch out the parachute, maybe. It's kind of why I wish there was a second slot on the back of my character so I could have a parachute or the jetpack. Or have a hover jetpack. I just noticed I have a hole. Alright, so the other thing I was going to do was find out if I could just take this along the train line all the way back to base. Looks like I can. So there's an argument for running train lines everywhere. Forgot to tell you that after I got the avatar render situation figured out, I noticed that I was having some issues. In what regard? Let's find out it was the headphones I was using and not the game. Oh! I've seen very few people have the same sorts of troubles that you do with computers. Been playing for 2 hours. Oh no. Probably gonna call it once I get done with the stream. I think I'm gonna let Hero know I've still got a headache and just won't get any more work done for him today. wireless headphones I can use wired that would save on battery. One end of the jack was not pushed in all the way. Oh! Dynamic sound was not being very dynamic. Was it being static? Static sound? Ha ha ha. Alright, this is fun and all, but trains are faster. Also think I need to dump some stuff into a ma'am. Or into a whole voice has disappeared? Oh wow. See, I need to find a sink that I can sink things into. There's this sink, but I can't, I don't have enough, I don't think I have enough space here to put a container. Nope, I do not. Okay. I'll have to find a sink somewhere else. This is all the I figured you were still talking about the Avatar game. I don't think I have a sink anywhere else. I have to go back to one of the other locations. Anywho, let's see what we need for Logistics Mark III. We need 200 of these, 400 of these, and 600 of these. Do I have any sheets left over? I have 28. That's not going to do me. Oh no, that might just do me. Okay. Reinforced iron plates. We need 600. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Let's make some room here. Oops. Liquid music. I'm impressed by the dedication. I made a coal power plant and I'm scared to keep playing because everything takes so long. Ahoy, Liquid Music. Mojo says, every so often I have the worst luck. It usually comes in a series of stuff. I really feel like lemonade snickets. At one time, so he should have named me Murphy. It's all about planning ahead, Liquid Music. Because, like you, I got intimidated after I got to a certain point because I was trying to squeeze everything into one location. And that was not what you want to do. You actually want to spread out as much as you can. That's why you're given transportation, so that you can ship things back and forth between places. And the bigger you build your factories, the faster everything takes. I've learned that as well. Okay, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need one more. Pile of this. All right. Oops, that was wrong. Oh, I need... more of these. I don't have everything explored yet. Stand by.
Milestone reached. Fixit dedicated this milestone to the conveyor belt and lift Mark 5. They may be implying that your factory could be further optimized. While they are correct, I believe they are setting unreasonable expectations. Having all of humanity very definitely relying on your work is a lot of pressure. It's a good thing I'm here.
So, I have not opened up the entire map, but I have opened up a good portion of it with my radio towers. Or radar towers, rather. That's these guys I'm flashing right now. But I've got oil production and energy production here, up here, over here, oh no, over here, and a tiny bit over here. The only reason I've got energy, fuel-powered generators over on this area is because I needed to process the oil residue faster. So yeah, let me zoom in here. Oops, I'm too far. There we go. So this is where I'm currently at. I can show off for scale what this looks like. So we got coal power going on here. We got steel production and some other things going on over here. And I have my trains bringing in stuff to allow me to build adaptive control units. So, but yeah, when I started this game, I started it over here. Then I expanded over to here because I needed to utilize another iron. I needed to find another source for iron so that I could make modular frames. I shipped those, or I used those to produce phase 2 components, then ship them over here to, and that's where I used to have my space bridge. Now that's over here. Space elevator rather. And then I went over here to make the steel, sent steel from over here over to here where the versatile frameworks were made, which are shipped over here to be shipped upstairs. Then I moved down here, and this is where I started making more modular frames, and I shipped them over to here so that to help me produce some ACUs, I think. Yeah, so I've got power production here, steel production here, here, and here. Power over here. Power in, I'm sorry, these were iron. Iron, iron, iron. This is steel over here. Oh, I should also say there's rubber production down here as well. How many steel production places do you have? I only have the one. No, strike that. I have two. Because over here I make steel beams and some steel pipes. But over here I have an alternate recipe for steel pipes that combines iron and petroleum coke to produce steel, and I use that to make more pipes that I ship from this area back over to here. But there's a few good places. See, I can't isolate individual resources. I can highlight them. So there's lots of places. The orange one circles are the places I have there are oil to be made. But you were asking about steel. Steel is iron and copper. Iron and coal, rather. There's only a few good places for that. So you have to find iron ore and coal within proximity of each other, and that doesn't always happen. Whee! But with an alternate recipe, you don't need coal. If you can do oil, and then have petroleum coke as a byproduct, and then combine that with iron. So there's a lot of alternate recipes to find. Spend some time exploring the map and finding hard drives and Mercer spheres, because the payoff for those will be fantastic. But I should stop talking because I need to end the stream so that I can start winding down for the night and see if I can get my headache to go away before bed. So please hit the subscribe. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out in the chat. I will be back here tomorrow night at 7:30 Eastern Time for more satisfactory gameplay. I know, sorry, liquid music. Come back tomorrow. Hit the like and subscribe. Be notified when I stream again. So until tomorrow night, enjoy Satisfactory. Fair winds and fun gaming, y'all. Bye-bye.